realize like every child need special kind of attention. It's not just because they are spoiled, it's just a part of the child development. That moment is also is new for me because I realized that maybe I did not spend so much time with my own younger siblings.
There are things no one tells you, not because they are secrets, but because you're only ready to understand later. My name is Arujan, and this is I Wish I Knew Earlier, a podcast about lessons that arrived late, mistakes that taught us anyway, and truths we grow into. Here we share stories and thoughts that might help you understand things a little earlier. The podcast is divided into several series, and each series focuses on one life area where people often say, I wish I knew earlier. Hello everyone, welcome back to podcast I Wish I Knew Earlier. Today I'm joined by a fourth year psychology student, and today we're going to talk about child development. She is working in a center with special kids, and can you introduce yourself, please?
Hello everyone, my name is Asela Tikali and I am a fourth year psychology major student here at the Kimag University. And I'm actually one of the first students who are going to graduate as a psychology major here. And about the center, I've been working there as a part of my professional internship course. And I think I've been attending the center from like October months, I guess, yeah. So it's been like half a year, actually,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, she's a like first one of the graduates of psychology department because
Mm.
psychology department is the newest one, and that is why she is the first graduate, and she makes a history. I think she's a history. So, you said that you work in a center with the special kids and as an internship. So, can you please share why did you decide to work with children, especially kids with special needs?
So at first, one of my first arguments I would like to say is that as we are the first graduates, actually there is no one who did the internship before us. So our like professors or any administrative or staff members, they didn't know which places to recommend us to attend the officially internship. So we've actually been searching the internship places by ourselves. And one of my friends here at Kimap, she started attending for herself, like for like her from her personal interest, the special care center named Puzzle. And in one of the days, she suggested me if I want to try the attending the place, because I know Kazakh. Kazakh is my like mother tongue, and I can speak like fluently. And she said like there are like few specialists who can freely speak in Kazakh and work with kids who speak only in Kazakh. So she suggested me because like she knew like my Kazakh language was okayish to work with the kids. So in October she suggested, and after like exactly 1 week later, I contacted the director of the center, and she actually we made a interview, little bit of
Mm.
interview, and she suggested me the work like immediately, and I've been working there since then. Yeah.
Mm, that's really cool. Can you please tell me what is the hardest and what is like the most challenging part of and
Mhm.
what is like most chilling or the thing that makes you
Mhm.
feel I don't know rested or chill?
I actually think about one of the challenging moments in working with the kids. It's actually um, these kids are not just the regular kids. They're neurodivergent kids with special needs. Some of them, and you treat these kids like in a special way so that they would behave in a certain way that you would expect they would do, and the challenging parts of such work is I would say like uh it's challenging to work with the kids as they can behave in a way like in an unexpected way, I would say. They would start shouting or screaming, and like when kids screaming, it's kind of like very different from like adults screaming.
Mm.
And when they're like disappointed with something and they just start shouting or crying, I think in those moments it's very challenging because you hear that they are struggling with something and they cannot tell you what
Mm.
exactly they are struggling with. And at the moments it's very challenging to work with the kids because you want actually to help them, but you don't know how to help them. And in one of the chill and like better moments with working with the kids, I would say, is that they actually start performing better after some time. Because I've been working there since October, and it has been like 6 months since then. And I've actually observed that some kids doing better after some time, like after a month of work or like after like 3 or 4 months of work, they are like doing better, or like some of them start reading actually, or like some of them start speaking with you, or start speaking making a dialogue with you, I would say. And in such moments, you compare how they were like in the beginning of the when I first started attending the place, and how are they doing now. And I think in those moments, like comparing the moments, it's the best.
Mm. I think from listening to your speech and from how you tell the stories and the moments that you had, I think you really like this job because for the chillers and for the better moments, you said that you see the improvement and that really makes you happy.
Yeah.
I guess so. And right now, like let's move the main part. Like, can you tell me the thing like working with special kids that you wish you knew earlier?
Actually, the thing I wish I knew earlier is it's a quite interesting, I would say, topic to, and just in general, a question to answer to, because um, I would say that while working with the kids, I was actually, it was not challenging for me because I think from the beginning itself, it went smoothly because I made a good like relationship with all of the kids, and they started trusting me, and we just started playing together or like reading the text together, books together. But during those like intimate times with the kids, I kind of remember my own like younger siblings and niece or nephews, and I started realizing that they're actually living like 2,000 kilometers away from Almaty, and I don't have like I don't frequently visit them, and I don't frequently interact with them nowadays, and I just realize at sometimes that I actually spend more of like qualitative time with at the center with the kids with the special needs, because they need it, because everyone like every child need a special kind of attention, and it's not just because they are spoiled or that just them being naughty boys or kids or girls. It's just a part of the child development that they need attention, because when you work with the kids you cannot just sit and like scroll with your phone, or like call someone, or just start chatting with other colleagues and not paying attention to kids, because kids actually feel your attention and your presence during the moment. And during such moments, I realized that maybe I did not spend so much time with my own like younger siblings, because during that times I thought maybe like my younger siblings being naughty or like screaming or shouting, it's kind of like part of them being spoiled kids, because like they don't really need an attention, but they just need me sometimes. But I didn't see it as an essential part of child development, I would say. And nowadays, when I see that child at the center, they actually need that attention, and when they get that attention, they are actually ready to communicate with you, to build a healthy relationship with you, and it's really cool, I would say. Like observing how these kids change, um, like depending on which specialists they are taking the educational time with.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that many children they actually love me and they just trust me and they're willing to work with me. And during that times, yeah, I kind of think that maybe if I would knew earlier that attention is actually essential for child development, maybe I would spend much more of a qualitative time with my own younger
Mm-hmm.
siblings.
So you said that you didn't mm, like put attention to your younger sister. I also remembered like myself. I also did
Mm-hmm.
the same. But right now, when we live in a world with technology, when everyone has a smartphone and when everyone has a TikTok and Instagram, I think no one notices this like very essential part of child development because as me, I think not everyone knows like really paying attention is really essential. So I think like in this world, it is very difficult to make parents, especially parents, to put like to give attention to their child because they also use smartphone and
Mm-hmm.
that is this is one of the most difficult like challenges in right now. So also, how do you think what can change or what can solve this problem? Like I think every parents they should give attention that child needs because it's should be because they're right and because they need it.
Yeah. Uh, as the one of the ways to solve this issue, I would say like spending more quality time with the kids, because not neglecting their needs or like not neglecting the time spending with them, because kids actually grow fast than we think they are, and just in a like half a month you can actually observe how they, uh, for example, within a like half a year, they can grow so much that you can actually not notice that,
Mhm.
but they actually grow. And after some time, maybe people or like elder people, parents, I think they might regret that they didn't spend so much time with their kids. And I think maybe as a way of solving this issue, maybe I think when parents are actually busy, yeah, sometimes they are like busy with the work, busy with the household stuff, and just like um giving like 10 15 minutes like in the morning or like before the bed, and just spending like 10 15 minutes with the kids, like reading books together or watching a cartoon together. I think such kind of intimate moments, I think even if we think that children will not remember that, they will remember, because
Mm.
it's such a like intimate moments with your like parents, with their kids, and that such kind of moments are like one of the memorable ones, rather than, for example, if you will just give them new bicycle or like new hand like brand new iPhone to your kids. I think rather than such moments, the more of intimate moments, more of a like moments spent in a qualitative manner, they are more of a memorable thing,
Mm.
both for parents and both for the kids.
Yeah. Also, how do you think? What is the common misunderstandings about special like children with special needs?
I think
Like
it's
stereotypes.
because I think one of the stereotypes maybe it's like their behavior is problematic and their character is problematic, kinda. Because before I also thought in that way, and I thought maybe like there is nothing that we can help with such kids, but I can prove that wrong, because right treatments, right educational centers, and right educational like tools, they can actually help those kids to maintain a healthy social life, so that in a future, in a near future, they would just start attending kindergartens or like schools in a regular manner as a regular kids. And the need they actually need is, I think, um, the proper educational manner, so that uh, more knowledgeable other like a caregiver or teacher or parent, they would teach the kid like how to behave in a way so that it would not harmful for the kid himself and for the others also, so that they would start managing their behavior, start managing what they're thinking about, and start managing their intrusive thoughts in a manner that they would actually be helpful for the society.
Hmm. Yeah. Right now also, there are very like less children uh, with the knowledge how to work with special kids.
Mhm.
And even though there are like special children who are in the education, not every teacher knows how to like communicate with them. So what is the right way to communicate with them?
So actually, I don't think there is a specific one way to interact or just to work with special kids, because everyone's case is so unique that you actually don't know how to like interact with them. And maybe I think it's all about the patience and it's all about the time. Every teacher, I think, um can actually behave in a way so that they would start understanding the kid's thoughts more and why the kid is behaving in a such like destructive in a such a destructive manner, so that I think if a teacher will try to understand the kid and kid will actually feel that uh teacher is trying to connect with them, is trying to build a trust with the kid, and kid actually will respond in that manner. So I think it's all about the patience, because there is no specific one way.
Mm.
It's all about the patience, and it's all about like time. It's all about the feelings, I would say.
Hmm. Yeah. So I think from this experience, I think you're a very patient person because you work with them. You work in education center.
No.
So uh, looking back at your experience, like you worked for like several months. So how this experience changed you as a person?
I think definitely about talking about the patients. I think I became more of a patient
Mm-hmm.
person regarding to the kids, regarding what they do. Because before I was a kind of short-tempered person who would actually be aggressive, not in a behave in an aggressive way, but have a like I have actually a short temper, and I can be aggressive in a short time. If, for example, if something is not happening in a way that I plan to or I think it will be, I will be so like angry. But nowadays, I think this experience with the kids learned me like how to behave better, how to be patient, and how to be like uh, understanding of other situations. I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, you shared the moment of I wish I knew earlier, and I think
Yeah.
this moment is also is new for me because before that I also didn't know that like paying attention, like obvious thing, paying attention is very essential thing in a child development, because I used to think that no, they just want attention because they can, but
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that this is like a need, like children's need. So I think I also in the future, when not in the future, from right now, from this day, I think I will give the attention that my siblings want, and also in the future, if I became a parent, I will not forget this moment, and I will try my best to um, give my all attentions to children
Mm-hmm.
and try not to overuse smartphones in front of them, and spend more time with them by reading a books, as you said, like as you recommended, or maybe singing a song together, and etc.
Yeah.
But I think in this case we should be very like cautious because giving too much attention is also
Yeah.
not good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I also think so, because it can actually spoil the kids. And during, I think, many, like, if they gain a lot of attention, they will actually expect that strangers will actually also give them a lot of attention, or like during the school or during the like normal socialization, they will also expect a lot of attention from other people when other people have their own needs to do and
Yeah,
to do lists.
yeah. I have no
Mm.
like. I have no background in this field, but I think that they get as you said, if they get like uh, all the attentions, and you said that they will expect something from this.
Mm-hmm.
I think they will have like low self-esteem because of that. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, I think also yeah, or maybe they will have like so high of a like self-esteem that no one will actually like be able to communicate with them in a healthy, in a proper way, so that they will always think that, oh, I deserve better, I deserve like a lot of attention,
mm,
not just the attention from a one person. I deserve attention from all people. And just I think it may be like can create a foundation for a narcissistic
yeah,
personality disorder. And yeah.
yeah. So I think this topic was very interesting because no one, like not no one, but very few people know how to work with special kids, and
Yeah.
this was really a very important and very like informative podcast. And thank you for coming today.
Thank you for inviting. Thank you.
Okay, so goodbye.
Goodbye.